If you need any Ultimate Team coins, head over to footcoinking.com. There's a link in the description, and if you use my discount code CHES, C-H-E-S, as you can see on screen, you'll actually now get a 10% discount for the rest of FIFA 14. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again and welcome to episode number 48 of the Dortmund career mode here on Xbox One. Today is the finale of the Bundesliga season. Of course, tomorrow we will have the one-off video of the Champions League final, but today we're rounding out the Bundesliga season, as always, with the final episode of the season. I won't show you the league table until the very end, just to kind of raise the suspense and keep you guys interested for the entirety of the video. But of course, we are doing very well in the league, but it is imperative that we make sure we win all 3 games if we possibly can to give us the best chance of winning the Bundesliga title for back-to-back seasons. We got off though to a rather poor start. Neven Subotic just mistimes his tackle slightly. He's not close enough. You see him lunge across. He's not close enough to make the tackle to get to the ball, and unfortunately takes the man down. They win a penalty, and Mainz have the chance to go 1-0 up on the half hour, and he does so. Very well placed penalty right into the roof of the net. When I saw the small amount of power put on it, I thought he was just going to try and tuck it either side and send me the wrong way. So I didn't dive right into the corner. I dived kind of low and shortly to my left-hand side, but of course, yeah, I put it into the roof of the net, which meant it was unattainable anyway. So Mainz took a 1-0 lead. Sturridge very close to getting us back on level terms, so the goalkeeper does save that, but only just gets enough on it to knock it onto the post. Unfortunately for him, it bounced clear rather than coming off the inside the post and then into the back of the net. So into the second half we went. As you can see, Memphis Depay utilising his pace on the right-hand side. Puts in a good ball, looking for Daniel Sturridge with the overhead kick. Well blocked by the defender, drops to Grosskreutz, who squares it across, and Sahin is the man that's there to tuck it into the bottom corner. Their defender had a chance to clear that as it came across his toes there around about the penalty spot. Fortunately, Sahin was able to get in there and tuck it into the bottom corner with his weak right foot, and we're back on level terms, trying to get ourselves in front. But as you can see, Mainz came straight back up the other end after going or being drawn back level. Memphis Depay gets a tackle in there, drops to Koo, and he could really have punished us there had that gone into the back of the net and actually caused a little bit of trouble. Perhaps we may have even found ourselves going behind again, but in fact we're coming up the other end, trying to get some stronger performances, and Toprak does well, pushing forward from left back, sets up Daniel Sturridge, and we do have ourselves a 2-1 lead. Really nice ball across from Toprak, pushing up from that weird left back role, which I didn't necessarily think he was going to flourish in, but he did quite well. I'll give him his dues. He was very good in that left back role and did the business and set up Daniel Sturridge. But as you can see, we're in second half stoppage time now. Clear the corner initially very well, but Okazaki plays it back into Geis, and I think he's offside when that ball is played through. But Mainz equalise, the goal stands, and we drop 2 points. That was effectively the last kick of the game. I even tried to KSI the team from kickoff, passed it back to my centre back, and the referee blew the final whistle. That's how close to the end of the game this was. But watch as this ball from Okazaki's played through. I think he's offside. I think he's come back from an offside position, and he's still the wrong side of the defensive line when the ball is played. Regardless though, it doesn't matter because the goal stands and we drop 2 points. So fingers crossed we can come back, and we need to bounce back because Bayer Leverkusen are one of our biggest title rivals. It's between us, them and Bayern Munich for the title this year. Starting a full strength side, as you can see, Heung-min Son playing against his former team, starting at left mid, Marco Reus in there at Can with Alessio Cherzi up top this time as opposed to Daniel Sturridge. But we have tended to do well against Bayer Leverkusen in the past few years, or past few games at least, and actually Heung-min Son has put in a good performance, so hopefully he was going to do the same here. Shaqiri, as you can see, early on with a corner, drops down Ramsey on the edge of the box, just wanted to get it under control and have a good shot. Unfortunately took a deflection which took all the pace out of the ball, but Ramsey has scored a couple of goals for us from the edge of the box before, so I was hoping he was going to do something similar there. Unfortunately it didn't come off, but he's involved here, as you can see, playing through Marco Reus, going to smartly turn inside the man and then just wait for the goalkeeper to come so that he's unsettled off his toes and that he's able to tidily slot it underneath him into the back of the net. Of course, their goalkeeper Langerak used to play for us, and we used him as makeweight in the deal for Bernd Leno that came from Leverkusen to Borussia Dortmund for a player plus cash deal, but he has conceded quite a few goals for Leverkusen since going there, definitely against us. Reus involved again, as you can see, receives the ball from Shaqiri, another smart turn and an even better finish this time, rifling it powerfully into that bottom corner, and then Shaqiri and Reus kind of blend into each other as some sort of four-armed wavy monster. Not really too sure what the physics engine is doing there. GGEA, a really well-made game, absolutely fantastic. Hopefully situations like that don't arise on FIFA 15. We'll find out in due course, in due course, but Shaqiri is utilising his pace once again, racing away down the line, squares it across, and who's there again in the middle? It's Marco Reus. A 13-minute hat-trick inside the first 20 minutes of the game for Marco Reus, and we find ourselves 3-0 up very, very early on in the game, which is exactly what we needed after losing the point against Mainz in the early game. But Kiesling's going to bring them back in it here, as you can see, just a few minutes before half-time. Pops the ball in the back of the net, and they're back within touching distance at 3-1 as we head into the second half. Kiesling pounced on Mats Hummels there as well. Gets around Socrates. Good shot, well saved down low by Roman Weidenfeller. Cruz then slots it into the middle, and Bender really should do better with that shot. He's got all of the goal to aim at, and he puts it wide with his left foot. Really disappointing for him, disappointing for Leverkusen, but they're still on the attack, trying to get themselves back in it. Abel Hernandez is the man in the box this time, just about getting the ball with the challenge there, but Lars Bender gets on it again. Reinhardt finds Cruz with a shot, but it's tidily saved down low to his right hand side by Roman Weidenfeller. But we are weathering the storm here. Leverkusen really putting us under some pressure. But we catch them on a counter-attack here. Marco Reus slots to Alessio Cerci down the right-hand side. Seems to be quite fruitful for us so far this game. That right-hand flank plays in Reus. It's the inside of the post and somehow bounces across the goal line and then out for a goal kick. Ridiculously close to a fourth goal for Reus and the team. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't come. This time, again, coming down the right-hand side, utilising that ball over the top. Shaqiri's on it. He's drilled one across for Reus. This time he stands it up for, you guessed it, Heung-min Son, scoring against his former team to give us a 4-1 lead and eventually a 4-1 victory. We've done quite well with players that we've signed doing, have putting in good performances against teams that they came from. Of course, last season when we signed Adrian Ramos from Hertha Berlin, he then went there away from home and scored a hat-trick. So pleased for Heung-min Son to pick up a goal there. We get a 4-1 win. We head into the game away at Kaiserslautern on the final day of the season in good spirits. Daniel Sturridge starting up top this time, and Eric Durm in at left back for Marcel Smelt. So the only two changes to the starting lineup for this particular game. So hoping to build on that 4-1 win and pick up maximum points yet again to hopefully give us that Bundesliga title. We'll have to wait and see till the end of the episode whether that comes off or not. But as you can see, we're starting on the attack again. Lobbed balls over the top were actually the way forward for this game, as you'll be able to find out. Shaqiri sets up Paul Pogba, and I think the deflection is the deciding factor in that shot. Takes it underneath the goalkeeper, who was diving the right way. Probably would have got both arms to it had it not deflected off his own defender. Rifles it underneath him, and he misses the ball, and we take a 1-0 lead. Another lob through, although heading towards half-time. Pintor Torres is in behind here, stands the ball up, and it's a wonderful recovery tackle from the defender there to make sure that they don't create a chance and peg us back on the break. But as you can see, lob through ball again as we head into the second half. We get the tackle in, but then Piszczek gets in the way and Aaron Ramsey can't collect the ball. They win the ball back here at Kaiserslautern. Play the ball over the top. Zola somehow misses the target there. All he's got to do is get that on target, and with the keeper rushing out at him, it's probably going to end up in a goal. But we're on the hour mark now, as you can see, coming forward ourselves this time. Daniel Sturridge plays the ball inside to Aaron Ramsey, who's going to look for a ball all the way over the top, looking for Marco Reus. Brings it down wonderfully on his chest, but the angle just isn't quite right. His chest brings it down but moves it away from goal. He had to do that to make sure he got it away from the defender, but unfortunately took it too far wide, couldn't get a meaningful shot on target, and the chance went awry. But Dentinho there plays the ball in. I was actually waiting for the 1-2 and he backheeled it the other way. That completely threw me off, and Kaiserslautern get themselves an equaliser there. If you go back and watch that, Dentinho plays it into the man and then continues his run, and I was expecting the 1-2 to come, and you'll see the cheeky little backheel sets up the chance. They bring it back to 1-1. So I made two changes, so you can see Sterling and Cerci coming on for Heung-min Son and Shaqiri. I actually dropped Reus into the left mid role and put Sterling at cam rather than having Sterling out wide. I find him, for me, he's more effective through the middle, although you may find him, and I know a lot of people find him, more effective in wide areas. But as you can see, it's actually Kaiserslautern on the attack yet again. Siminek is going to turn one challenge, turn the second, and put Kaiserslautern 2-1 in front. A real upset on the cards here, as we need 3 points to maintain our championship run. And we're not looking like we're going to get them here. They've pegged us back from 1-0 ahead to actually now 2-1 behind, so we need a goal, at least one goal. Marco Reus trying to find it here, although the shot straight at the goalkeeper, palmed over the top, and nothing came from the corner. 10 minutes to go now, and Kaiserslautern in fact are the team that are on the attack. As you can see, Borisiuk plays through Matt Moore, and he's actually going to do well to get the ball out to Pinto Torres. Good cross, it's got Jensen underneath it, good header, but unfortunately for them, straight at Roman Weidenfeller. But unfortunately for us, we lose the game. 2 goals in 10 minutes for them actually give Kaiserslautern a final day win at home against potential championship winners. We get 9.9 million as prize money from the board, as for recompense for our final league position. But where is that league position? Is it top? Is it second? Did we even drop to third behind Leverkusen thanks to that defeat on the final day? We'll have a look now. As you can see, the next game tomorrow will be the Champions League final against Barcelona. That will come as a live come to you tomorrow afternoon. But we will scroll through now to the Bundesliga table, and unfortunately, as you'll be able to see any second now, we have dropped to second, and in fact, thanks to dropping a point against, or dropping 2 points against Mainz in the opening game, and then the defeat against Kaiserslautern on the final day, we lose the title by 4 points. We were level on points with Bayern Munich going into that game, 1 point ahead of Leverkusen, and had we won all 3 games, we would have won the title. Unfortunately, though, it wasn't to be. If we're not good enough in those final 3 games, we're not good enough to win the title, and that apparently seems to be the case. So no double on the cards, but we still have the chance to win a European trophy, just like we did last year. Of course, we won the Bundesliga title and the Europa League last year. Sadly, missing out on the Bundesliga title this year, but we have the chance against an extremely strong Barcelona side that breezed their way through all of the knockout rounds in the Champions League to get ourselves back-to-back European titles. Hopefully we can do it, and we can, replicate the likes of Porto winning the Europa League and then the Champions League the year after that. And of course Chelsea did it the other way around, but we're hoping to replicate Porto on this particular occasion. But that's going to round today's video to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. There was an extremely important update video go up yesterday with regards to the FIFA 15 schedule, so if you missed that, check it out. It will be on the channel page, and of course I'll leave a link in the bottom left hand side of the screen to the previous episode in this series if you missed it. Feel free to leave the video a like if you enjoyed, that'd be absolutely superb. Of course, subscribe if you haven't. We're hoping to hit 19k before we reach the end of FIFA 14, before FIFA 15 starts. I'll have to wait and see, but if you're new and you like the content, then feel free to subscribe. There's plenty more to come from me. We'll have another video tonight, and we're still doing 2 videos every single day for now until the end of the year, and continuing on into FIFA 15 and for the foreseeable future as well. Like I say, check the schedule video so that you can stay bang up to date with me on that regard. If you want to stay up to date with me on everything, then follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Of course, links will be in the description, and then you can stay right up to date to the second with everything that goes on with me in the channel. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.